the risk factor is incredibly high.
It's Deidre.
Hello, it is Deidre, and today we are going to explore r/MakeMyChoice. I know that's not a popular subreddit, actually. I haven't seen anyone else on YouTube. I haven't even seen them dip their toes into r/MakeMyChoice. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna dive deep into a few of these posts, starting with this one. But first, thank you for being here with me. It's starting to feel a little less alone here. Make my choice. Should I cut my trip and leave early? I've been visiting my girl for the past 2 days, and it's been really nice. She's been sweet, cooking for me, letting me stay with her, and we've spent a lot of quality time together. However, this weekend, she has plans. She's busy Friday, going shopping with her best friend Saturday, since she needs fashion advice, and has a friend's birthday picnic on Sunday. She said she doesn't know when we will meet this weekend, and it sucks because I'm here for only another 8 days. And we haven't seen each other in over a month. She said she can't pause her life for me, and that hurt. Even tonight is my second night with her, and she said how she is so stressed with uni she wants to have an early night. I totally get that she has her own life and can't pause everything for me. And she did say she's happy I'm here, but at the same time, it feels a bit off that she doesn't seem to be making time to go out for dinner or do something just the two of us over the weekend. She did agree to go watch a game with me on Tuesday, but it feels like we won't do anything we planned to do on the phone. Make my choice. Should I cut my trip and leave early? Well, you've been there for the past 2 days, and you have only another 8 days. You have spent a month away from each other. I think you're expecting too much. Flat out. 8, 9, 10, 10 days. You expect to take a 10-day chunk out of this woman's life? To be with her every single day? Like, that's wild. She has plans with her friends, and that's okay. It's not always going to be about you. And honestly, if you are concerned about you guys not doing anything you planned to do on the phone, what have you been doing for 2 days that you haven't touched any of those things that you planned to do on the phone? That's my question. And I would say yes, go home, please. No offense, but it almost seems as if you're expecting to hijack 10 days of this woman's life and play house. She's going to school. She has her friends. It sounds like this is a long-distance relationship, honestly, and I don't think I've touched on that very much, but I do have my thoughts on it. I personally think that it's not something to do. It sounds like you need to leave, and you need to make your trips to visit her a little bit shorter. Please. If you're not comfortable with the idea of spending long periods of time there and integrating with her life and schedule to some degree, having it not be about you to some degree, then there's gonna be a problem. I think you being there for so many days in a row is kind of suffocating. Shorter vacations. Take a shorter trip next time. Make my choice. Should I stay or should I go? I'm a 31-year-old living in New York City, about to move in with my girlfriend of 1.5 years. She's incredibly sweet and loving, and we have a strong relationship. I'm originally from California and moved to New York City 5 years ago with an ex without much of a plan. Luckily, I landed a great remote job. This year has been tough. One grandparent passed away, and another has been hospitalized for over a month. I spent 3 weeks back in California, visiting my grandmother daily and helping my dad with funeral arrangements. It made me realize how much family has aged since I left, and how important it feels to be with them while I still can. I've talked to my girlfriend about possibly moving back. She's open to relocating anywhere, but I worry about uprooting her life the way I once uprooted mine. At the same time, I'm aware that if I want to build a future, possibly a family, this might be the last window to do it. What would you do in my position? Should I stay or should I go? Well, you're 31 years old, girlfriend for 1.5 years. I'm assuming that if you both move to California, you're gonna live together, and you're only 1.5 years into the relationship. And I know it says he's literally about to move in with her anyway, but I think relocating her to California and the shock of suddenly living with another person might kind of be a bit of a double whammy to her psyche. Ooh. New York to California, that's very different. I don't know. Definitely don't go long distance. We already acknowledged in our previous story that long distance comes with a whole nother set of issues to deal with that we don't want. This is a tough one. I think that if you have established a life in New York City with this girl already, and you intend to continue a relationship with this girl, you gotta have to suck that up. I'm not trying to say that in a harsh way. I get not having your family, but yeah, you're right. You don't want to do the exact same thing to her. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna be really hard. Visit your family more often. That's what I would recommend. Just make plans to go and visit your family regularly. Like, you don't have to be there all the time. I highly doubt if you moved there that you would be visiting them every day, right? So just set aside time to go back to California, possibly with your girlfriend, and visit your family. And no, you are 31 years old. This is not your last opportunity to build a future and possibly a family. This is not the last window, but it sounds like it's a decent window. So hold on to that window. Secure that window. Think rationally here, and also remain empathetic to her as you consider uprooting her to California after 1.5 years of dating. Make my choice. 2 birthday parties, same day and time. Party is at the end of May. Party number 1. I was invited a while back. Lifelong friend who I don't see very often. She goes above and beyond for me. Going with 2 couples, I'd be the only single one. Hard to get to location. Won't be able to eat anything at the restaurant since it's an expensive sushi and I'm very allergic. So I just have to order a drink and kind of sit there while everybody eats. Or party number 2. Invited last week. Newer friend, fun location, easy to get to, a bar so everybody will eat before, and I could have the bar food. A mix of people. Karaoke, so there's something fun to do. I feel like I'd have a much better time here. Help. Friend 1 is a much better, much longer friend who I've known forever, and they go above and beyond for me. I know my choice is clear. Well, honestly, if this friend is so considerate of you and, would love to have you there and wants to make sure that they can spend this time with you, why would they do it at a restaurant that doesn't allow you to have a meal? That's a little weird to me. I personally think you should go with number 2 because I do not like driving to places that are hard to get to, nor would I want to do all that to go be awkward fifth wheeling here at a table full of food, and I'm just sitting there with my drink and I can't enjoy the cuisine. I don't know. That doesn't sound good to me. It doesn't sound like your friend did a very good job considering your presence at all anyway. So I would recommend going with number 2. I'm sure your friend number 1 would understand. What's the point of busting your butt to get to a restaurant that you can't even eat at? I wonder if she thought this hard when she was deciding what restaurant to hold her party at. Interesting. Go with friend 2. Make my choice. Help pick a tattoo. I don't have any yet. I like video games, electricity, and the great outdoors. If it's going to be something stupid, I want it to be funny. And if it's funny, stupid it shall be. Thanks. Make my choice. Should I take my piercings out or pay extra to keep them? I have unhealed 9-month-old nip piercings. They take forever to heal. I do enjoy how they look sometimes, and they give shape, but they also kind of get in the way and get easily snagged on things. They also get irritated easily. So it's a constant battle to keep them as clean as possible. It's kind of bothering me, and I want to take them out sometimes, but I paid $150 plus total for them, and they aren't even healed too. Keeping them would mean an extra $50 or $60 at least to make a jewelry downsizing appointment. I am pretty meh on what decision to make, and want someone to just decide for me, which is why I ask here. Thanks in advance. Well, I don't consider myself an expert by any means. However, I am aware that downsizing your nipple rings is literally the solution to the problems you're having. Right now, they are oversized for healing. They're getting snagged, bumped, ripped. That's why they're not healing. You've had them for 9 months. And yes, it's typical for them to not heal. Heal very fast. But pain and suffering is not typical. Downsizing is what will stop all of those things from happening. I strongly advise paying the $50, $60 to get them downsized if you've already spent $150 plus to get them. Why are you paying so much? Make my choice. Should I consider my passion over a suitable career? Hi, this is my first ever post. I'm so sorry if this comes out to be a bit confusing. This is my story. I'm a teen girl who is in a dilemma of choosing career paths. I have a never-dying love for science, and I'm greatly fascinated with neuroscience. So I initially thought taking medical to become a doctor/neurosurgeon. It has great pay when you're qualified. But thing is, at this point of my life, I don't really see myself practicing as a doctor, and surgery and the medical school fee is too much, and to top it all off, you have to spend 10 to 15 years just studying and as a junior. The thing is frustrating for me because if I compare it with the second line I'm so inclined toward, that is finance, because I love problem solving. And especially see myself as a corporate job type of a person. I really hope going towards private equity and investment banking. I know the long hours and all, and I'm ready for it, plus the pay is great, but on the other hand, the risk factor is incredibly high. There is my newfound passion towards finance and corporate world that has me wondering that this is somehow a better choice. So, all the lovely people out there, what is your advice for me? Do what you are excited about. Half this paragraph is about finance. How much you love finance and you're so excited about it. Just go do that. Like, you don't have to do neuroscience. Like, what? Thinking about becoming a neurosurgeon is already frustrating for you. I cannot imagine performing brain surgery and being completely pissed off at what I'm doing. Make my choice. Working retail or fast food as a first job. Yes, I know they're both bad, but I need a decision. Definitely retail. Not fast food, no. In retail, you might get away with simply stocking shelves and organizing, what did they call that? Fronting items. You might get away with an entire day of not having to speak to anyone, customer-wise. However, in fast food, unless you are a cook in the back, you're going to have contact with customers throughout the day. And I kind of think that fast food customers are a bit more entitled than retail customers. Depending on which retail store, something like Best Buy or Fry's Electronics, you're going to have a lot of entitled customers. But if you're just at like Kohl's or something, you know, it's pretty straightforward. I would say retail. Definitely retail. I like people, but I don't like people. Not to mention, having to deal with people while they're hungry is not fun. Not good. You're not going to get an extra $1 for maintaining the peace when the customer is hungry. Make my choice. Should I shave my head? I, 19. AFAB, I don't know what that means, am contemplating shaving my past shoulder-length hair into a buzz cut. I have had my hair extremely short in the past, so I know that won't be an issue. Reasons I should. My hair is thinning because of stress and wearing it in a claw clip every day. I'm autistic, and having my hair be the same way every day helps me. I think it would help me to see what my real hair type is like. My dad is black and my mom has curly hair, but I've only ever had wavy hair until recently. Any shaved head by choice person says that everyone should do it at least once. Reasons not to. I'm impulsive. What if I get married within the next 2 years and I regret how short my hair is in wedding photos? I really love my hair. I just don't like how thinning it is. What if I hate it? Should I shave my hair to a buzz cut? Well, personally, I mean, if your heart is calling you to do so, sure. I highly doubt that you're gonna get married within the next 2 years unless you're already kind of planning that with someone sort of in a situation where that is a concern. I would be cautious if you are not in that situation and you end up married in the next 2 years. But that's just me. Sounds like an exciting journey, and it actually kind of sounds like you're excited to do so. As far as the thinning, however, I highly recommend looking into your diet, making sure that you are getting appropriate nutrients, because a lot of times, if we are not getting the basic nutrients or enough of the basic nutrients, our hair and nails are the first thing to go. That's the first thing your body decides you can live without, and it acts accordingly. So, cut it, but also explore potential causes of the hair thinning. Stress and claw clip. I guess that can cause an issue, but I would imagine that lacking nutrients would be the reason for that to cause such an issue. Update. I shaved it and I love it. I don't regret it and I'm so happy I did it. Good. Make my choice. Should I get a perm? Had curly hair in high school. It is straight now in my 20s. I now have hair down to my lower back, on the thinner side. Never dyed or bleached. Everybody says it will ruin my hair, but I kind of hate my hair to begin with. What should I do? Hating something about yourself is a wonderful way to end up destroying it. If you can't appreciate it, you're gonna destroy it. You're gonna run it into the ground, trying to like it, but the actual issue is the fact that you cannot appreciate it. You don't see your own beauty. I have hair down to my lower back on the thinner side. If you put chemicals into your hair, there will be some damage. If your hair is already thin, you probably want to reconsider doing chemical perm. But I'm a natural gal. All right, that concludes our deep dive into r/MakeMyChoice. How did you like it? Is it fun? I feel like I can explore it a bit more. I like it. I think we'll keep doing it. So why don't you let me know what you think? You're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah!